Hello everyone. Today we are going to see how Edinburgh is preparing for Christmas. How are you all? Hope you're all happy, healthy and well out there. Yep, a little bit early on a video this week. I might even release another one on Saturday, but we are days, I'm talking 3 days away from Edinburgh Christmas officially starting. The Christmas market opening and everything, which is a little bit earlier than it used to. It usually opened around about the 25th-ish, around about then. But it's opening on the 17th, kind of a week early this time. So we're going to go have a look, see how things are looking with the setup. So let's head down. And I'm just noticing how this beard, if it all goes that colour, at least I'll have a retirement job as a Santa. And here we are at Prince Street Gardens, right beside the Scotland Monument, and you can see a ride is going up. Now, they haven't done this for a few years, but there used to be a ride like this here that I don't know what they're called. You know, the kind of chains and you're kind of on a metal swing seat and it just goes round and then up. They used to have that there a lot. And I used to go on it. And I feel that if that's what's there again, I need to go on it again once it's open. We'll have a look, see what rides are there, but I feel like I've always wanted to do a video of going on every ride. So I think we need to do that this year, but I think that's what that's going to be. There's a lot of work going on here as well, but I assume that's just storage area for this. Normally this area is where the rides go. That looks like it's going to be some sort of ride. That definitely looks like it's going to be that up high thing. I will have to do that again and see if my legs can kick the Scott Monument, or at least touch it. Oh, and look, it is back. The big wheel is back for Christmas. Oh, and the Helter Skelter's being built. It's always a little bit difficult to tell at this point, because we are 3 days away from this opening. That's still a shed. There's part of a shed to go up. You can see there's still a lot of work needing done. However, they've got the screens up to make it more difficult for me to critique. We're at the midpoint now of this section of the Scott Monument. Oh, Scott Monument. We're at the midpoint now, the midsection of Prince Street Gardens. These gates don't normally open as an exit only, because it just makes it difficult to control the amount of people that are in there. I think that the big wheel looks like it's essentially done. So at least something's done. There's no grounding down yet, a little bit there. All of the huts are back at the back there as well. Now, previously, pre-COVID, they used to go down a level with shops / hut things. I don't know if they're doing that again this year. We will find out. Here we are at the art galleries, and as you can see, all of this section here is starting to get its stalls and things made as well. The German sausages and hot dogs are there, and it looks like I can walk through this bit a little bit, which is good. Let's have a look. Let's see what's going on in here. Yeah, look at this. This is all getting set up nicely here. All the stalls getting set up there. And then round the corner here as well. Look at it. It's all looking fairly standard. Looks the same as it normally does. I've came down into the Prince Street Gardens area here, right beside the National Galleries and the Scottish Cafe there. You can see they've extended out a little bit to allow for those shops to, well, essentially not fall. Now this has definitely got smaller in the last couple of years, because there used to be another, they've changed the walkways here to allow people to have access, because it was a lot steeper and there was steps and things, so they've changed it to make it a lot more accessible, the park area. However, that's changed this, because there used to be stalls like that all the way along here, and then another layer here, and then steps down here where there used to be the kids area. Now the kids area is at the far end of Princess Street Gardens now, just underneath the castle. That intrigues me. There's obviously something going in here as well. That looks like a big Christmas decoration. There's lights down there and there's a gate down there. Can you see that? Yeah, so something's happening on this side as well. And as I stand here, I can see that there is Christmas lights over that section. They haven't done that section for a few years, so we're talking pre-pandemic. So let's go have a look, see what's going on over there. So here we go. You can see it looks like there's going to be a sign here. This part's closed off. There's lights all up to there, which is a path round from that area where we just were. And there's lights on the trees there. Can you see that? See all the lights already lit up there? Now it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon right now. 1 o'clock guns just went off. So they're obviously, oh look at the bunny! It's a bunny rabbit! So there's obviously something going on here, which is cool. They haven't used this section for the Christmas market for a few years. I'm glad there's something else going in there. Normally it was an overspill, or at least last couple of times, it was kind of an overspill. That was always really, really, really busy. All the stalls and everything. And over here they generally had another little copy of some of the stalls and some of the food, which was great. If you didn't want to face the crowd, you could come here and just quickly get a little bit, and it's been gone for a couple of years, so it's nice that it's back, or at least in some form. Difficult to tell what it's going to be though, because it does look like it's maybe just a nice lit Christmassy area to walk through. I guess we'll find out in a few days. But yeah, there's something a little bit different over this side. So that looks fairly standard, smaller than it used to be, but I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because the last couple of years they've really had to monitor how many people have been getting in. There've been queue systems and things. I mean, let's face it, the German market, the Christmas market gets really, really busy here. This looks nice. Maybe a little bit peace from over there, but let's go see what else there is. Okay, so first thoughts of that area. Fairly standard for the normal Christmas market area, slightly smaller than it used to be. Probably going to cause some crowd issues, but they always have that. And that other area, if it's something nice and chilled, just a nice and walk through, good. I think we need more stuff like that. Let's go along the far side of Broonford Street, see if anything's been set up there. Like I said, normally it's the kids area. Let's go have a look. And it looks like the Christmassy feel has been set up here as well. This is what they had last year. They had lights all the way along the top path here, and then they had nice little sort of gobo style projections, Santas and sleigh rides and things like that shining on the ground. So it looks like this is going to be very similar to that this year. But let's go along the far end and see what else there is. Okay, we're right underneath the castle here, and can I just say, look at these colours. Look at these colours, it's still just stunning. There's not much set up here right now. They're in the middle of it. I think we're only like 2-3 days away from it. Not a lot set up right now. Now previously there's been like a maze, a Christmas tree maze here, and a fun fair over here for the kids. Doesn't look like there's much set there right now. Okay, looks like there's some rides here, so that's slightly different than the previously. I'm sure it was just the Christmas tree maze there before. This is Wojciech, by the way. If any of you ever want to know who Wojciech is, maybe I've done a story on it. I don't think I have. It's a good story. I'll do it at some point. But if you're ever here, don't touch the nose. Look at the damage. Don't do it. Don't touch the nose. Anyway, that looks about the same. Well, no, sorry, that looks different. And it looks like there's more rides and things getting set up over here. Are they cleaning all the leaves here just to keep it tidy? Or is it for something Christmas market-y? Because I don't know if I've seen them clear the leaves here before. I mean, I'm sure they must have. It just seems like very specific pattern here. But I'm maybe reading something where there's nothing there. Let's have a look over here. They really should just light that up as a Christmas tree, shouldn't they? They really should. Okay, it looks like there's a fun fair going on down here as well. Oh, I never saw that before. Is that a fun house of some sort there, do we think? Some sort of fun house? Yeah. Santa's grotto, maybe? I hope they've asked him if that's where he wants it. And yeah, there's looks like a fun fair for the kids as well, so I'm sure we will bring the little one here. Here's a better look at it here. Lots of kids rides, lots of fun fair stuff, and underneath the castle as well. Isn't that just brilliant? If you were a kid and you got to come here and play on all of that, underneath that, which will all be lit up, how magical would that be? Is that not brilliant? Okay, so that's looking slightly different. Maybe they're not going to have the Christmas tree maze this year. I don't know how popular it was. We've actually never taken any of our little ones down to it because they were too young before. I think only now Lillian will be at the right age to kind of go to that sort of area and go on some things. But we're now up at Charlotte Square. It's Charlotte Square right behind me here, and behind me this way, this is where the ice rink is on George Street, right at the west end of George Street. So let's go have a look at this. This is looking very familiar to what it normally is. There is, in there, looks like where you pick up your ice skates, you know, or keep your shoes, one of the two. Ice rink's usually outdoors. I don't think it's normally sheltered. So yeah, that's all shoe boxes and things in there, isn't it? And ice skates and things. So let's have a look down here. Yep, here we go. Here is the ice rink. However, it does look like it's all covered this year. It's got no walls. It's outdoor on the wall sense, but it does look like there's a roof over it. So that's kind of cool. Oh, they've got lights and things. So that's kind of good. At least you can ice skate and only get wet by falling on the ice instead of being rained on as well. I have very kindly been invited to the launch of the ice rink as well later on this month. I think later on this month. So I'll be heading along to that. Sorry. And obviously I will take you along as well. So I'm excited to that. It's very kind of them to do that. These sort of things are happening more and more. It's nice. I can show you these nice things. But yeah, so ice rink. Quite long, actually. Let's start the ice rink there, down to there. So yeah, it's quite long. It looks like it's got a barrier in the middle, so you have to go round one way, but that seems, you know, sensible. Is that a Zamboni? That looks like a Zamboni. Oh, do you think they'll let me drive it? I want to drive it. Now, what looks kind of new this year as well is this section has now got things being built on it. I can't remember if that had that last year. It's definitely fairly new. Normally it kind of just stops here and there'll be maybe a ride or two there just at the end of the ice rink. But it looks like we're getting more on this section as well, which is nice. I like the idea of having more things spread about the city instead of having it all in one spot. Spread out the crowds. Spread out the people to other areas so you can see other parts of town instead of just going to Prince Street Garden and having thousands of people there. Spread it out and use the rest of central Edinburgh. Why not? Use more. Take out to Portobello and everything. Why not? Okay, there's some sort of gazebo big thing here, but I've got no idea what that's for. So that doesn't help us right now. But at least we know there's something. And it's got a platform. It's got a ground. So something's going there. Don't know what. Looks like we're getting a lot of Christmas stalls identical to the ones on Princess Street. So yeah, they're spreading things out a little bit. That's nice. I like that. So if it's too busy for you at Prince Street Gardens, which guaranteed it will be, remember you can come up to George Street. You can probably get all the same food, probably a copy of all the stalls, and I'm going to guess it'll be a little bit quieter because everyone wants to go to Princess Street because you get beautiful pictures with the castle and everything. But look, this is all the way along the section of George Street, and there's even a little carousel there as well. So this is nice, spread out a bit. I like that. That looks kind of it. So it's from Charlotte Square all the way to Frederick Street of that section of George Street that there's going to be things. I think that's good. This part here, nothing here, but I wouldn't be surprised if in the next couple of years this will get more, because there's plans to pedestrianise all of this. All of this is going to get pedestrianised and a couple of bike lanes and things, but there'll be no traffic here. And if it's a big double street where people can walk, that's going to, I think in a few years that this is going to become more of the main Christmas market area than Princess Street. It's just a feeling. There might not be anything there, but we'll have a look at St Andrew's Square just to make sure we've crossed all the T's and dotted all the I's, you know, make sure that we've checked anywhere that they could be building things. You can see all the hotels here on the east side of George Street. I've now got the Christmas decorations, but over there, the Dome has had its Christmas decorations up since mid to early October. Now I know it's beautiful, and I said this on a live round about the time. That was too early, wasn't it? Halloween hadn't even happened. We were still 2 weeks away from Halloween, and they already had the Christmas decorations up. That seemed too early to me. Don't get me wrong, it's beautiful, and it's probably one of the most photographed Christmas things in Edinburgh, but that seems a bit early. Haha, I am glad I came down this way because it does look like we have a Spiegel tent right here. They haven't had anything like this in here for a while. Again, this used to be this has been a few different things, this area. At one point the ice rink used to go round this in a circle, which was beautiful. It was lovely, it was a lot of fun, but I think a few of the businesses, bigger businesses, the bank and more posher businesses didn't like all of that here. So they put in a complaint and it stopped. I could be wrong, someone correct me if I'm wrong, if that's why that stopped being here, but I think that's why. It could have been that they changed all this and it just didn't work anymore, I don't know, but that's what I heard. However, a Spiegel tent going on there, which means there might be some Christmas shows. Normally they just have like a charity Santa thing here, but looks like we're getting something else, so that's good. It's nice there's going to be a couple of other things here as well. Again, spread people about, don't put it all in one area. That makes more sense to me, doesn't it? I do love these Spiegel tent sort of theatre kind of things though, they're beautiful. It's exciting that that's here now. So yeah, so it looks like St Andrew's Square is getting some stuff as well. Plenty for you to explore. So there we have it. I think that is about everything. I'm not sure they've got anything else anywhere. It's always a shame that I don't think they don't put much on the Royal Mile. They should, you know, there should be something there as well, but there isn't really. I suppose, yeah, I don't know why. But there you have it. Now, over the course of the Christmas period, I'm going to try to put up maybe a couple of extra videos, so please keep your eye on the channel. There'll always be the regular one on Saturday, but throughout the week there might be a few extra. This week being the first week, hopefully. This is the 15th. This is November the 15th. I think this is all supposed to open, everything we've saw, in about 2-3 days. So the guys have got a lot of work on their hands to get it all ready, but I'm sure they will. And you know, we'll explore, we'll have a look at it all, and we'll explore the food and anything that I go to, you know, you'll come along. We're going to a few things around about town as well. Botanic Gardens, we're maybe going to go to Castle Lights again, we're going to something outside of town, so please make sure you follow, subscribe, and you can come with us as we go enjoy everything. But yeah, till next time. Oh, like, share, subscribe. Bye, humans.